but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Lindor.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Edwin Encarnacion now, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
When you're on the road, you look for that one guy that's going to be able to get that W for you, and you consider it a win day. He's starting off nice right now. 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the first. You got to be thinking, this is our guy. This is a chance to get a W.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Brantley is under it. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 8.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And that misses, ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. Lindor is up with it. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2. Coming to the plate now, Nick Hundley. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And a curveball in for a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Jose Ramirez.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
Pence sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Here's Carlos Santana now. He enters this one sitting right on the Mendoza line at an even 200. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Waiting next is Austin Jackson. And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count. Now 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Panic ranging into shallow right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Austin Jackson.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Brandon
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down on it unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
Now at the plate, Jarrett Parker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. He's set. Now the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. That misses. 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin's on his horse. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Center fielder number 2.
Digging in to try it again. Denard Span. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Jackson. And that retires the side. 1 left for San Francisco. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Posey waits on it. 1 out. And with 1 away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Tyler Naquin comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
And that misses. 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now. Striding in, Yan Gomes. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Span is under it. And the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Ready for another chance? Joe Panic. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Man, that's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a good pitch like that and he still gets a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Buster Posey now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Jackson moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
First baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Brandon Belt 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's setting fastball and he wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard. You drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom half. At the plate, Michael Brantley. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Michael Brantley.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Pence has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Francisco Lindor. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Parker going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run. Now batting, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And this will be fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
The batter, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Low for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bumgarner removed to first. The set and the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now a throw over to first, and he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 to short. Crawford's got it. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. Indians are on the board first thanks to this. Into the box, Hunter Pence. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Number 8, Hunter
and this is
Pence.
fouled back and out of play. High pop-up. Encarnacion is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Hundley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 35.
Digging in,
shortstop,
Brandon Crawford. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Now the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Santana. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is. Giants down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in,
Leading off
Austin
with a
Jackson.
drive.
Comes into
Right
this at bat
fielder,
0 for 1 in the
Austin
ball game. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. 1 or 2 things.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Span to the track. Gone to lead off the inning. Standing in, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Nunez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Naquin. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close, and now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch. I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Just goes to show if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Left fielder number 23.
Digging in once again, Michael Brantley. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now another 0-2. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Crawford will make the play, and the inning is over. Indians strike for 1 on this solo home. Digging in to try it again, Jarrett Parker. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fielder, Jarrett
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Now the pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make him swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Eduardo Nunez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Center fielder number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Fouled back.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Joe Panik would be next. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland,
Edwin Encarnacion now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but, man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Ramirez.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. In the dirt here. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
The catcher, number 41.
Ready for another shot now, Carlos Santana. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
How about it? Right fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Austin Jackson. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does a good job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Joe Penn. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Now this
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Lindor backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The catcher, number 28.
Striding in once again, Buster Posey. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. This is lined into left field, a base hit.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out from the stretch? He retired a lot of guys in a row out of that windup. Now he's in the stretch. Let's see if they can get to him out of the stretch.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Ready on 1 and 2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now here's a swing by Pence, and a ball hit well out to deep left field. And as Giants fans here on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. Digging in once again, Nick Hundley. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matt, he's thrown over 60% first pitch fastballs to guys. To be as deep in the game as he is, you would think that percentage would be higher.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run. Ready for another chance? Jason Kipnis. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the changeup is way low that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another 2-2 offering. He pulls this one into right, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Well, that big leadoff hit right there really sets the table for them with an opportunity to take the lead the rest of the game.
Ready once again, Tyler Naquin. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Oh, and he misses it.
Now batting, but designated hit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yan Gomes. He comes in. Derek Law is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. The 1-0 now to Gomes. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Belt for the first out. Here's Michael Brantley. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal. That's a big fastball, obviously.
Crawford dives. What a stop. One there. It's late. He's safe.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco
Lindor.
trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Up for Brantley. That's stolen base number 3 here on the campaign. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third.
Man, he's out there trying to throw strikes and give his guys a chance to come back and maybe win this thing, but that wild pitch and the insurance run it allows to score certainly aren't helping matters in the slightest.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Parker moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 2 costly errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cleveland's out in front, 4-2. Now a swing and a fly ball, and foul. The 0-1 on its way. This is pulled into right, and maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Well, they've hung around. I know it's late in the game, but that's a big lead. Single. Maybe this will be what they need to get to start that attack to put them ahead.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jarrett Parker is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
And you've got to wonder if fatigue is becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th. 3-0 is not the way you want to start the 8th out.
As a look, now the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Over now is Jackson, and he's got it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez.
And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least 1 more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how.
Oh, it's off the third base bag. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
You know what I like about that play, Matt? This is what happens when you have speed. Third baseman was playing in. It wasn't hit that hard by him, but because he had to play in and honor the bunt, he shot the ball right by him down the left field line.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span.
As it's on the ground toward the hole.
Kipnis showing off his range. And he's safe. Digging in now, Joe Penn, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. Little tapper down the first baseline, but that one rolls foul.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. This is a big at bat.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, that was a pitch he wanted right there. That's a situation you can't go to 2 balls, because if you go to 3, you know you're going to throw him a ball right down the middle. This pitch right here, everything hinges on this pitch. Base is loaded. You know he's got to come to you. He's got to throw a strike right here.
But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is. Buster Posey is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Clear. This is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, That would be clutch.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, here we sit, 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Look, they start off looking good this inning, and it'd be very deflating if they don't pick up something here. A lot more pressure on him than he thought going up there.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as that lead has evaporated. It's now. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Edwin Encarnacion. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot from the Giants' bullpen. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and one now to Encarnacion. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. 1-2. Here it comes. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting,
striding into the box, Jose Ramirez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. Crawford ranging into the outfield, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher,
stepping in, Carlos Santana. He's got a hit in. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down. It's been a nice night for baseball here in Cleveland as we welcome you back to the 9th inning in this one.
Leading off for
Here's
San Francisco,
first baseman Brandon Belt. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Belt.
And he'll step off and try and reset. Boone Logan will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Logan.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Lifted in the air to center.
Naquin's under it.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Ready to take his hacks again, Hunter Pence, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Jackson racing back.
And he brings it back. What a catch as he kept it out of the short porch down there.
Hitter, Nick.
Now at the plate, Nick Hundley. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. The 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the box. Into the box now. Austin Jackson. Hunter Strickland comes on to work on.
Austin Jackson.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting. Center fielder.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Here's the shortstop, Brandon
Leading off
Crawford.
for San
He's 2
Francisco.
for 3 thus far.
Shortstop.
He's set and the
Brandon
pitch.
Crawford.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-hander. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. Coming to the plate now. Jarrett Parker, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikes. Gorkys Hernandez will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Gorkys Hernandez.
And this is low, ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Naquin. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Into the box,
Eduardo
Nunez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Now at the plate, Denard Span. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Bounce to first. Taken in by Encarnacion. There's one. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double. Gorkys Hernandez will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. So striding in, Yan Gomes. Mark Melanson enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
Now here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a looper to left. Hernandez moving in. He can't get there, though, and the pinch hitter comes through. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Left fielder number 23.
Digging in, Michael Brantley. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. This one's flared toward left center. Crawford into shallow left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. A cold strike on the inside corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hence, over to his right. 2 gone.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And they will get the force, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks.